Okay, we're back after a brief little pause. So what you want to notice here is the yellow shielding is still in there. So you want to have a little bit of a bite, because what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to push them down, and it's going to attach to the plastic housing. Now very poorly. Now if this is your home network for Xbox or whatever the case may be, but imagine this, if you had this thing right here. We've gone on to many jobs where people just crimp it just like that. Now that's loosey-goosey. That's no good. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a little bit of that plastic housing. So if I was to redo this, I cut this and then they just go right in there after the pinout. But you want to make sure that you're not, if it's your home network, that's fine, but we don't really cater, this video is for everybody. But there's many Fortune 500 companies we've been into, and we walk into the data room, and guess what? We see this kind of ridiculousness. So you really want to be careful, because this is the backbone of your network. You want to make sure that you cut it, and you can always cut it again, and chances are you probably have a surplus of amount of cable. I mean, this is just going to be a patch cable, but you can see that right there. So we have a little bit of the yellow shielding still in there, and then we have a perfect connection, and you can see in there, and you probably can't see it in the video, but if you take a look at the front view, you'll see all the wires are very nicely attached to it right there. So with this is a crimper. We put this in here, we just put it flush in there so it can't go anymore. It's all the way in there. Put a little bit of pressure to kind of push that in. And then guess what? I use two hands, I'm pretty weak. See that? I did it so hard I did that. So, and that's another thing. Sometimes we have this guy, he pushes too hard. Sometimes it's very hard, but you're not going to break these. So that you don't have to be gentle with it. But you apply a little bit of pressure, but sometimes if you put a little bit too much pressure, and with any major project, these things might fall off, especially if you have a cheap crimpers. Mine very expensive, so it's fine. So that's it. Once again, just follow the pinouts, and if anything, you just cut it off and go again. So you want to make sure you have the plastic housing in there, and then it's a nice, beautiful firm fit right there. And that's it. Easy peasy. Thanks for coming by Bridge Cable. Take a look around the website and make sure you have this tutorial, because no matter how much of an expert you are, sometimes you get a little bit confused. Thanks again from going to bridgecable.com, and please look through our tutorials and we'll try to help you out as much as we can. Thank you.